DeWitt?
Very tough. Circumstantial evidence being what it is, I still think it is a very tough road to hoe for the prosecution.
No, this guy, I mean, he wasn't really concerned when Victoria went missing. He was kind of telling people, yeah, she's dead. And didn't really look for her either. And then obviously lied about his girl Friday.
Yeah, when I read the facts of the case, I was like, this is going to be tough for the prosecution. But then you see what the defendant does. He acts a little strange. He doesn't seem that concerned. His timeline's off. He lies about stuff. And then the co-defendant killing herself, if that comes in, that's actually, to me, one of the most damning pieces of evidence there really is in this case.
I mean, but like, people can be terrible husbands. He could have just been a terrible cheating husband. So people lie about affairs all the time, all the time. So I mean, depending on how the defense attorneys play it, I mean, people lie about affairs all the time. And she got caught, and not only did she get caught in a lie, in her town, like it's nationally, we have this case nationally publicized. So she went into the light. I do not know if I still don't know how the prosecution is going to prosecute this case, though.
Well, Vinny, these are the scary cases. You've seen a ton of these where there isn't a lot of evidence, and next thing you know, somebody gets convicted. Where the cases where there's a ton of evidence, the defense can at least say, "Look, this evidence doesn't point to my client." To me, these are the scarier cases to defend.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
let me interject here just with another aspect of all of this, which is, what's the other reasonable explanation of what could have happened to Victoria? Is there? Because when I was a prosecutor, I would always say, because I knew I had to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, if there was some other potential theory or explanation for what happened, I would say, well, is that a reasonable explanation? So, I mean, is it a reasonable explanation, DeWitt, that she decided to take her life and wanted to make sure no one would find her?
Vinny, I don't think we know enough about the facts of her life and circumstance of that to make any judgment on that just now. Certainly folks who are experiencing some type of mental health dilemma or episode can be unpredictable and suicidal. That is not an uncommon thing. However, I don't know that there is any evidence that exists right now which shows that Victoria had any of that going on in her life. So, maybe she was suffering from depression. I guess that remains to be seen, and that's something that, the trial will have to include evidence about. But, I don't know that that's a fair, reasonable explanation for, her disappearance. But even with that, there's really no solid evidence that points to, the husband, except for the fact that he was having an affair and he was kind of laissez-faire or, about her disappearance.